Hey, it's DJ Envision here, and we're back with another producer talk. And today we're talking about burning out. And the reason why I want to talk about this subject is because me personally, I've definitely felt burnt out before. I'm in a little bit of a burnout stage right now, and I just want to talk about different ways to overcome it and different ways to just work with being burnt out. It's important to talk about because everyone feels burnt out at some point. It doesn't matter if you're a producer or not. Every job, every interest, you'll feel burnt out at some point. And it's important to talk about because a lot of people feel some stress when they don't want to work and are uninspired. Oftentimes it really does come and go, and like I said earlier, I'm kind of in a little bit of a burnout stage right now, and I'm hoping making this video will actually help me overcome it a little bit. Can't really ever prevent being burnt out, but there are ways to prepare for it and ways that you can make life easier for you during that, and I'm going to go over some steps now with you. The first thing I want to say is sometimes all it takes is time. I've gone weeks without making beats before. I actually sometimes only have cooked up 2-3 beats in a month. Sometimes I cook up over 20, sometimes I cook up every day. So it really, depends on how I'm feeling month to month. But there are months where I'm burnt out and I'll cook up 1 beat, 2 beats. That's it. And I'll just rely on my past work to really keep me at a steady pace even when I'm feeling burnt out. I will say from personal experience, and you probably have felt this too, that it sucks forcing yourself to do work that you're just really not inspired to do. And so that's why sometimes taking some time can really help you, but you don't want to take too much time. If you do, I will say maybe you do need to force yourself into it. But like I said, we're going to go over some other tips now. A big thing that I'm into that helps me navigate through a burnout is other hobbies. And I've talked about this in another video. It'll be linked up here. My side hustle video. I recently started a reselling video game business, and focusing time on that really takes my mind off of producing so that when I come back into the studio, my mind is refreshed and has inspiration from other places. Going off of gathering inspiration from other places, there are a lot of ways to do that. A big thing for me is also just playing video games. I like getting immersed into a world and kind of just take my mind off of everything that I have to do. People find it in movies, shoes. There's so many different options that can just really take your mind off of producing, and I think that sometimes is really a great way to solve a burnout. The key is you want to do what relaxes you. Whatever it is that relaxes you, you should do, and hopefully that can release some stress and help you navigate through this burnout. Put it in the perspective of this. Sometimes your artist doesn't release an album for 2-3 years, Kendrick, but you might think that they're just working on different aspects and want to make it perfect, and of course they are. But another thing that they're doing is living their life and getting outside influence to really inspire them and help them create. And that's the same thing with trying to get over a burnout. You want to dive yourself into other aspects of the world, gather some inspiration, live your life, and then come back and pour that into your beats. A big way to help you get through a burnout is exercise. A lot of producers sit in a dark room all day and then cook up beats all day, stare at a screen all day, and that's not good for your brain, and that's definitely going to make your mental health worse, but also increase your chance of burnout and probably make your burnout feel a little worse. So make sure you go outside, enjoy the air, get some exercise in. You want to take care of your body, take care of your mind, and in turn it will take care of you. Another big tip that I have is to switch things up. Sometimes we get stuck in our own lane. For me personally, I definitely make a lot of boom bap beats, if you couldn't tell from my channel. And sometimes it's nice to switch up to a different style. I've done drill beats, I do a lot of trap beats too, but it's important to keep learning something new so you don't fall into the same habit of doing the same thing over and over again, because that gets boring, and that's also what plays into being burnt out. You're getting bored, you're getting stressed, and just finding new ways to make music can definitely help you overcome it and get past it. Feeling burnt out can be so draining and honestly make you not want to do anything all day. I feel that, I've been there, I kind of am there now. But what's important to consider is there are ways to overcome it and get over being burnt out, and maybe even help you prevent it a little bit with the tips I provided. Like I said, I'm trying to overcome a burnout stage right now. I dive myself into movies, video games, I sell video games, side hustles, and it's important to really try to build inspiration in your outside world so you can inspire yourself in your music. Okay, so let's recap the ways that you can prevent and also just overcome being burnt out. Number one is just taking time. Taking time can really help you go out into the outside world, build that inspiration that you need to come back and make better music. Number 2/3 are finding inspiration in the outside world. Do what relaxes you. Do what gets your mindset off of music, and so you can find inspiration in the real world. That's what will truly benefit you in this video. Number 4 is to exercise. Like I said, a lot of producers sit inside all day, and taking care of your body and mind will just help you tremendously. Finally, at number 5 is to create new music, create different styles that you're not used to. Like I said, I do a lot of boom bap, but I'm not afraid to try a drill beat. Why? Because it's just so different from how I think that I have to Google, YouTube, other videos to learn and expand my knowledge, and getting out of that same repetitive cycle can really help you overcome a burnout. These are just my tips on how I overcome burnout and just things I've seen in the world today. But what's important is that you do what's best for you, and you should let me know what's best for you and how you overcome a burnout in the comments below. I'm really interested in hearing what helps you, and maybe some of your ideas can help me, because like I said, I'm in a little bit of a rut right now, and I'm definitely looking for ways to help me so I can continue making videos, continue making great music, and continue living the life that I want to live. I hope you benefited from this video in some way. I really do appreciate you watching it. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day.